Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. Here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, August 3rd through Sunday, August 9th, 2020. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Angel Tarot deck by Radley Valentine for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, is going to be coming from a brand new deck called The Secret Language of Light. Again, that's The Secret Language of Light. Transmissions from Your Soul by Denise Jarvie. So let's start by taking a look at what your stones of choice are this week. Now, I hear a lot of you in the comment section when you're watching my videos that some of you are cheaters and you're taking all three of these message cards. And I'm not going to say that you can't. That's totally fine. I am going to say, though, you should at least try to put them in some sort of semblance of order. It's really best if you just choose one card of choice depending on your stone of choice. But hey, you guys can have all three cards if you want. So the first stone of choice is celestite. Now, when I was choosing the stones, instead of giving you all of the properties of the stone itself, I decided to, or actually was guided to, tell you the chakras that they relate to and just give you one or two kind of quick phrases as far as what do you want in this particular week of August 3rd through 9th. Now, the celestite is a stone of the throat chakra. So if you're looking to receive messages or receive some sort of particular communication from someone else, and or if you're wanting to speak your authentic truth, then this would be your stone of choice for the week. Your second stone of choice here, let's put that down there. Second stone of choice is a beautiful citrine. It's actually such a light pale yellow you can barely tell that it's yellow at all, but you can kind of see the golden hue in it. And the citrine here is relating to the solar plexus chakra, okay? And so the questions related to this would be, are you ready to find your sense of confidence, courage, and empowerment this week? Are you looking for your confidence, courage, and your sense of personal power this week? And then the last stone of choice is a beautiful carnelian. Carnelian, being an orange stone, relates to the sacral chakra area. So the phrase or the questions that are relating to this stone for this week are you ready to feel passion again or find your passion in life? And are you looking for whatever your creative self-expression is all about, or are you looking to expand that creative self-expression? So again, your stones of choice are the celestite for the throat chakra of speaking your authentic truth and the receiving and giving of communication and messages. The citrine, which is all about your personal power, your willpower, your confidence, your courage, and standing in your leadership ability. Or are we looking at the carnelian stone here? The carnelian being to find your sense of passion within yourself and in life, and to find and or expand into your creative self-expression. All right, so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the energies astrologically of this particular week. It seems like overall, if I'm looking at this and as I was meditating on it, it feels like the end of the week or towards the second half of the week might feel a little bit lighter or brighter than maybe the first half of the week. On Monday the 3rd, we have Mercury, the planet of communication, the planet that rules our thoughts and ideas. It's still in the sign of Cancer as of Monday, okay? Now, Cancer is an intuitive, emotional water sign. Mercury is a logical, analytical planet. So it's difficult for Mercury to be in that feeling-oriented sign, and it's opposing Saturn on Monday. Saturn's in Capricorn. Saturn rules energies of restriction, limitation, delay, needing to learn whatever lessons that he's trying to teach you. He's known as the great teacher, and he rules karma or karmic lessons. And so this could be delays in communication or having a struggle with communicating something, perhaps within the home and family, since Mercury's in Cancer. But it just feels like, now this could actually be positive too. Mercury opposing Saturn could bring some sort of structure to your thoughts or ideas. It could bring some structured communications that you might be having within home and family or within career or life path matters. But again, there might be some sort of delays in receiving communications, and potentially maybe some struggles or difficulties in expressing yourself in some way, shape, or form. There might even be some sort of authority thing going on. Saturn rules authority figures, and your inner sense of authority. So, again, this could be a positive or it could be a difficulty. And on Tuesday the 4th, Mars, the warrior planet, Mars that rules energy, action, and forward movement, is in a challenging aspect to Jupiter, the planet of expansion, the planet of our belief systems, the planet of finding our truth. And Jupiter also is the planet of blessings and abundance and prosperity. And with Mars challenging Jupiter, I feel like whatever's going on here might be blown a little bit out of proportion. So when I couple that with Monday's aspect of Mercury opposing Saturn, I feel like, again, those first couple of days of the week might be a little bit challenging. Now, Jupiter usually, obviously, as I said, is a planet of blessings. So even as it's in a challenging aspect to Mars, there can still be good things that happen. But maybe these good things come through some sort of challenge. And, oftentimes good things come out of challenges. So with Mars being energy, action, forward movement in his own sign of Aries, he wants to take charge. He wants to move forward quick, fast. He wants to be a leader. He wants to make it happen. So there could be something to where we're feeling some sort of a challenge, but it actually works out to our benefit, and Jupiter helps to expand us into whatever this forward movement is about. But again, it can also be challenges with belief systems, your belief systems versus other belief systems. There could be something, again, that's just blown out of proportion. Also on Tuesday the 4th, Venus, the planet of love and relationships and partnerships, as well as money and finances and our personal resources, currently in Gemini. So on Tuesday the 4th, she's still in Gemini, this sign of duality, this sign of being overly logical sometimes, which is not a bad thing, but Venus wants to love, Venus wants to feel good, and here she's in this analytical, kind of logical sign of Gemini. And this sign of vacillation, so that our money matters while she's been in Gemini the past few weeks, maybe have been up and down or back and forth. Relationship, partnership energies or situations might have been us vacillating back and forth, not really knowing what to do, what decision to make, etc. On Tuesday, she's in a challenging aspect to Saturn. So here we have Saturn again. Now, it's not an opposition. It's what's called a quincunx or an inconjunct. It's called both of those things. And this means that there's some sort of adjustment in the energy that needs to be made in order for us to move forward. So we're needing to adjust how we're thinking about, how we're perceiving either our financial situations or our relationship situations or our own sense of self-worth, because Venus does rule values and she rules how we value ourselves. And Saturn can bring in some insecurity. Saturn can, again, bring in that restrictive, limiting energy, which is partly about feeling insecure or challenged, again, in some way. So all of these things might be happening. There's some sort of adjustment we need to make in order to feel more secure within ourselves, in order to, make a decision or move forward with some sort of relationship, partnership, or money, financial situation. Then on Tuesday the 4th also, we have Mercury moving out of Cancer, where it was on Monday. It was in that sign of Cancer, but it was at the last couple degrees. So on Tuesday, because Mercury's pretty quick moving, it moves into Leo. And Mercury is an air planet because it rules the logical mind. It rules communication. So that's all air element stuff. and it's moving into a fire sign, Leo. So what happens when you put air and fire together? It makes the fire bigger. And Leo's about creative self-expression and leadership and generosity and shining your light. And so I feel with Mercury moving into Leo for the next at least couple of weeks here, just a little bit beyond a couple of weeks, it's going to zip right through Leo. But this is going to be a great time to come up with new creative ideas and thoughts. It's going to be a good time to speak with a sense of kind of authority and leadership. It's going to be a good time to create new plans or move forward on new plans. Leo likes to also move, forward. It likes to expand its light and be seen and be appreciated and whatnot. So I feel like this is going to be good in the way of, putting those thoughts into, action in some way. Couple Mercury and Leo with the creative thoughts, with the Mars and Aries, which Mars is going to be in Aries until the end of 2020 because of a retrograde motion, and Mars in Aries wants to take action. So put those two planetary energies together, and I feel like it's going to be good if you're working on things, you're working on a project, you're trying to redirect your life as far as your career path, life path, or destiny path, coming up with, again, these new ideas. I feel like, and having creative, inspiring communication. All of this is going to be supported now that Mercury is moving into Leo. On Friday the 7th, we have Venus, the planet that rules, again, relationships, partnerships, finances, and money. Remember, on Tuesday, she was in a difficult connection with Saturn and still in Gemini. Now on Friday, the 7th, she's moving out of Gemini and into Cancer. And I think, given what she rules, relationships and personal resources, I feel like she's going to be a little bit more at home here in Cancer, because Cancer is about home and family. It's loving, it's nurturing, it's compassionate, it's a counselor energy, wants to help, good listening ear, gives advice. And so for relationship matters, I feel like, first of all, there might be a focus on home and family matters. But secondly, Venus in relationships is going to be more gentle, more loving, more nurturing, more compassionate, as we already mentioned. In finances, she's going to be more security-oriented, because Cancer is a security-oriented sign. Normally, it's about emotional security because it is a water sign, which rules the emotional realm. However, this can also be about financial security, given that Venus rules our personal resources, including money and finances. So we're going to be more focused on having that security in our lives, both that emotional security with people that we love and home and family, and that financial security with money and finances. And she's going to be in Cancer for, the next few weeks. So we have a little bit of time with the focus of that energy. And then on Sunday, the 9th of August, we're ending out the week here. We're going back to Mercury in Leo, and it's in a positive connection called a trine to Chiron in Aries, which is currently retrograde. Now, Chiron moves pretty slowly, so because it's retrograde, it's going to be retrograde for a while. It went retrograde not too long ago. But Chiron in Aries, Chiron is the wounded healer and the shaman and the teacher. Chiron in Aries is bringing up wounds regarding our sense of self, our self-identity, our self-confidence, our being an individual, our ability to take charge of our lives, to focus on ourselves with healthy, proper boundaries. And with Mercury in a positive connection to Chiron, even though any planet that touches Chiron is going to bring up some of that woundedness, but it's a positive connection. So we're going to be supported here. We're going to be supported through ideas, thoughts, and communications, because that's what Mercury rules. And it's in Leo, so it's, again, it's more confident anyway. Leo's just a confident, I'm going to shine my light, here I am world kind of sign. So Leo being fire and Aries being fire, where both of these planets are, I feel like it's going to support our healthy sense of self-confidence and taking charge of our lives and feeling good about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the messages from our angels and guides for the week. And we turn over the first card, and we have the Seven of Water. Okay, so the Seven of Water, the number 7 numerologically sometimes can bring confusion, and a feeling of not having clarity. It's almost like I want to say, and I use this phrase often, not having all the puzzle pieces in place, like there's information missing, which is why sevens are so research oriented, because they're looking for that missing information. They're looking for more knowledge. And in this case, it's in the water element, which is our emotions. So we might be confused emotionally. There might be a little bit of chaos going on emotionally, either within us or around us. And the message at the bottom actually says a complex decision, the need to do research, and stop procrastinating. Now you can see there's 7 cups here. All the cups have a different color associated with them. These are colors of the chakras here. And there is 7 chakras, and there's 7 cups here. So which chakra are you most associating with this week? Is it crown chakra with knowledge and wisdom and receiving kind of, again, divine guidance? Is it third eye chakra, needing to kind of envision and intuit what the right thing is for you? Is it throat chakra, dealing with communication matters in life? Is it heart chakra, dealing with something emotional, relationship oriented perhaps? Is it solar plexus, where you're needing to take your power back or empower yourself? Is it sacral chakra, where you're feeling a lack of passion in your life or not creative? Or is it root chakra energy, to where you're dealing with security issues, okay, which of course includes financial security? So, this is something to contemplate, and apparently this is where there might be some sort of decision that needs to be made. Now, the number 7 is also about trust and faith. So even though there might be confusion and we don't have all the information, it says have trust and faith that you're being divinely guided here. So know that whatever this decision is about, that your own angels and guides, those of the light, are going to lead you and guide you. You just have to have trust and faith in that, and know that you'll be led to the appropriate decision or the appropriate direction. It does say stop procrastinating. Sometimes that number 7 can be, again, a little fearful or anxious, not wanting to make a decision for fear of making the wrong decision. This is saying that you're getting to a point where you need to make that decision or change that direction or do something. So there's a need to not let it go on too much longer. But let's go ahead and take a look at the next card and see what they have to say as we continue through the week here. Okay, this is great because this is the King of Fire. This is Leo, or Mercury moving into Leo here. Okay, Mercury moving into Leo, King of Fire, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. Love it. Okay, it says at the bottom, focus, 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 communicate with vision, and be a leader. And then it says, advice from someone creative. So this could be you giving advice. This could be you receiving advice. This could be someone in your life that is portraying that King of Fire creative leadership, confidence. Or this could be you needing to embody those qualities, or just naturally feeling those qualities as there's a shift here, maybe mid-week. And actually Tuesday is when Mercury moves into Leo, so that would make sense. I feel like, of course, this is saying to focus. If we put it together with the 7 of water, that procrastination and needing to make a decision, I feel like by midweek, you're starting to come out of that feeling of being insecure or unsure or confused about it. And you're starting to kind of take the bull by the horn, so to speak, and feel more confident and courageous within making your decision and moving forward. So, and also, if you need to seek advice, go ahead and seek that advice, or, talk to a friend or talk to someone that you trust to receive their opinion if it's going to be helpful for you in moving forward with your ideas and plans and just living, whatever's happening in your life situation-wise. Let's take a look at the next card. Now, the next card, the third card, came out as 2 cards here. So let's look at the first of those 2 cards. Ooh, another fire sign. Love it, love it. And it's the Ace of Fire. So this is about starting something new, new beginnings. The fire realm is the realm of spirit. So we're feeling creative and confident and energized and motivated and inspired and So this is a new beginning in all of those situations, on all of those levels. We have a very confident person here, and he's holding that fire arrow, basically. It says an exciting new opportunity, career advancement, change your life now. So remember that first card talked about to not procrastinate too much longer. And by the time we're getting towards the end of the week here with the Ace of Fire, it's like, okay, it's time for a new beginning. It's time to make the decision. It's time to move forward. Make a plan. It doesn't mean that you can't go back and change the plan, right? But if you sit stagnant and not make any decision or not move forward at all, then that's what happens. There's going to be no movement because there's an energy stagnant thing going on. But if you make a decision and you move in a particular direction, even if a few days or a few weeks down the road, you think to yourself, well, maybe I should have went the other way or made the other decision, usually you can still backtrack, or you can still change something or incorporate something else to redirect you in that other, direction or way that you wanted to go in the first place, or that you thought you didn't, but now you do. So just know that there's an initiation here of this positive new beginning. King of Fire, Ace of Fire, this is all, to me, very exciting energies in order to move forward. And you notice here that there's a lot of yellow energy here, solar plexus chakra, in this yellow color that's going on in this card, which is your center of willpower, confidence, courage, take charge, leadership, and just being empowered. I feel like, doing something and taking an action towards your goals or your dreams is just going to allow you to feel more and more empowered. All right, and then let's look at the last card that came out with it. Let's cross our fingers, hope it's a positive card. Aha, so we have Major Arcana number 14. In this deck, it's called Balance with Archangel Zadkiel. And it says, the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, and wait for perfect timing. Okay, so you might have a new beginning in mind. It's coming on the heels of the Ace of Fire. So there's a new opportunity, there's a new beginning here that's coming up. But this is saying to also be aware of perfect timing. So, Ace of Fire, the fire element, usually wants a knee-jerk reaction. Mars and Aries wants a knee-jerk reaction. It wants it now, and it sometimes just reacts very quickly. And sometimes that is good because you don't want the opportunity to pass you by, since this talks of, again, an exciting new opportunity with the Ace of Fire. But maybe you need more information, or maybe you just need to take a pause, maybe if it's only even for 24 hours, or maybe it's only for a couple of hours. So you're needing to just kind of keep your balance, stay in a balanced state within your masculine and your feminine, within your excitement and your nervousness, stay in that balanced state. And also that cooperation compromise kind of brings in other people too. So it sounds like there's something to where there needs to be balance within relationships as well, so that it's not all on one person or all on the other, or there's not some sort of inequality or disempowerment going on. As it says, cooperation and compromise are needed here. Maybe that's what the little bit of a pause here is about, is to make sure that everything's equal and balanced within you and the partnership, or you and the other person that's involved in the situation. So wait for the perfect timing. This could be waiting for the astrological perfect time. Maybe generally it's the perfect time, but you want to wait till the moon goes into a particular sign of the zodiac or something like that, which I sometimes do, I must admit, as an astrologer. But definitely just kind of stay, of course, in your balance. The number 14 is a karmic number. This is Major Arcana 14. The number 14 is a karmic number that talks about, it's actually the Temperance card in the traditional tarot. And Temperance talks about having a little bit of patience. The base number of 1 plus 4 is a 5. And 5 brings changes and redirections. But because it's a karmic 14, we have to take into consideration the 1 and the 4 that make up the 5 if we add it together. And although 5s are about change and redirection and lots of things happening all at once, the 14 says, because it has that 4 influence in there, that you need to just kind of slow down just a little bit. You need to have just a little bit more patience, reorganize, restructure, be sure of what it is that you want to do. So I feel like all in all, this is, ending us on a very positive note here with the King of Fire, Ace of Fire, and just needing again to just wait for the perfect timing to initiate, the perfect timing to make a decision, the perfect timing to have a communication with someone, whatever that is. So let's go ahead and take a look at your special message card from the Secret Language of Light deck. And for those of you, giving this a little shuffle here and tuning in, for those of you that chose the Celestite, special message for Celestite people, special message this week, August 3rd through 9th, for those that chose the Celestite. Just opened my eyes and nothing popped out, so I'm going to give it another couple shuffle here. Celestite. Special message for Celestite. You know what? The one on the bottom is calling me. So the bottom one is color. Wow, that's interesting, because when I picked up this deck and was told to use it for today, this was the card that was at the bottom that I saw. And of course I shuffled and I meditated with the deck and shuffled it all up. And you saw me shuffling it. So the color card comes out. And this is the heart. There's a heart here in the middle. It's got all these beautiful colors, chakra colors all around it. It's emanating light from its center. The first thing that pops in is that you need a little bit more color in your life, which to me is not literal necessarily, although you could definitely incorporate maybe wearing more colorful clothes. Leo likes to be seen and recognized, right? So to be seen and recognized, sometimes they're a little flashy. Sometimes they're wearing bold colors. They make grand entrances into rooms. And so I feel like, part of this is just shining your light, having more color, having more creativity, having more inspiration, having more light emanating from your heart chakra. And isn't it interesting that Leo is the sign that does rule the heart? The part of the body that Leo rules is the heart and the heart chakra. Here we have this great big beautiful heart with all these beautiful wonderful colors all around it, shining its light, emanating light from it. This can be healing light, unconditional love and compassion light. This can be generosity. All of these things are Leo keywords here. So to add more color to your life, maybe your life is a little drab. Maybe you're not having any fun. That's another thing for Leo. Leo wants to have fun. And so how do we have fun when we're in a time period where we are required to wear a mask and we can't get out and about and connect with other people in groups the way we used to? Well, we need to find some way. This could be through some sort of creative project. This could be through finding a new and creative way to connect with other people. This could be just taking it upon yourself to, take a road trip, whether it's by yourself or with somebody maybe that you live with, and just incorporating some color and some fun into your life. This is going to raise your vibration. It's going to make you more creative. It's going to, make you more confident so that you're more empowered to move forward in your life. Exude that love and light from the center of your being out to all of the world here. Show other people this color. Show other people this wonderful light that's within you. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the special message card for those who chose the citrine. Citrine special message. Special message for the citrine people. Okay, the one on top is calling my attention. Okay. Not all the cards you have to turn over like this, but these two you do. This says manifestation. Oh, I love that. Because citrine is also a stone of prosperity and abundance, by the way. So here we have the manifestation card. We have that, again, that golden yellow light here, prominent in this card. Solar plexus, your center of personal power, which is that color of citrine, your center of personal power, empowering yourself, being confident. And as you exude that confidence and power within yourself, that's going to allow the manifestation process to intensify and expand in your life. We have this light shining down as if it's from the sun or from up here, the universal kind of energy shining down to manifest your dreams, your goals, manifest your desires, whatever it is that you're trying to work towards, focus on, create in your life. This looks like there's going to be some manifestation of that. And maybe working with the visualization and manifestation principle is going to be part of what you're doing. All of a sudden Esther Hicks kind of pops into my head. I know a lot of you maybe have listened to the Abraham teachings by Esther Hicks. You might want to look those up if you haven't, or maybe reacquaint yourself with it even if you have. She talks a lot about the manifestation principle and how we as human beings utilize that ability to manifest things in our life. Again, I just feel like shining your light and love and creative expression and confidence for all the world to see. That in and of itself and by itself is again going to expand that manifestation process or intensify that manifestation process. All right, let's take a look at the special message card now for the people that chose the carnelian. Carnelian people. Whoops, carnelian. Carnelian. This one back here is calling my attention. Oh, they were all facing that way. Interesting. So I love this one too. It says, you are the universe. You are the universe. You're an aspect of the divine, an aspect of the creator, co-creator with the divine. Okay, so knowing that you are a part of the universe, there's nothing that you can't do. There's nothing that you can't be, because the universe is everywhere, everything, all the time, right? So here you are with the power of the universe. And I look a little closer here, and although I'm not sure if this is what it is, I look here at the top from afar. It almost looks like a heart with wings. I'm not sure exactly. It might be an angel. It might be an angel or a guide or some sort of ascended master. But it definitely looks like wings up there. And my logo on my website is a heart with wings. So that was immediately where my mind went, was this kind of heart with wings. You are the universe. And of course, the universe is unconditional love. The universe is unconditional compassion. The universe is about unconditional abundance and prosperity and blessings. And that heart with wings, or that angel with wings, or whatever that image is at the top, there's a light shining down through it, and then down further into this manifested expression of abundance and prosperity. It even looks like a heart in the middle here of whatever this structure is, or I don't even know what it is actually. I don't know if it's a gold castle or if it's a genie lamp. Maybe that's a candle. Maybe that's a candle and a genie lamp. I'm not even sure, but it is a beautiful card. And again, that light is just shining down and through. And we have gold in all of these colors. The color card, the manifestation card, and the You Are the Universe card message all has a bit of that gold reflecting that idea of empowering yourself and having confidence and courage to move forward. Owning your personal power. This is a time period in our lives on the planet, unlike any time we've had, at least in the history of us living here, right? And a lot of us may be feeling disempowered right now, disempowered by government structures and organizations, disempowered just by being quarantined or feeling held back and restricted in our own kind of a movement and freedoms and expression. So to remind ourselves of the color in life, to remind ourselves that we have the power to manifest, to remind ourselves that you are the universe here, especially going back to the carnelian people. This is very important at this time for us. And maybe this situation on the planet has guided us more internally to take a look at that idea, to contemplate that idea. Feeling disempowered pushes us to be empowered. Feeling a disconnect from pushes us towards realizing that we're an aspect of the divine and that we're part of the whole, we're part of the universe. And as such, we have that ability to magically create or attract to us whatever it is that we desire or that we need in our lives. So I hope you've all liked this weekly angel card reading. Just a reminder, I don't think I said this in the beginning of the video, but a reminder that this brings us into the first full week of August. And the monthly angel card reading for August 2020 is now up on my website under Colleen Lemma. So if you haven't watched the August monthly reading yet, you might want to go there to get an overview of the energy vibration of the month of August, the astrological highlights of the whole month, as well as a message for the month from our angels and guides. So thank you so much for your love and your support. I send you all lots of love and light and many, many angel blessings.